Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, thank y'all for tuning in once again. Uh, your boy's been out for a few days. I don't know if there's like like a respiratory infection or something, but it hit your boy kind of hard there for a few days. But I'm back. Not at 100%. I'm sure you can hear, but hey, I'm back enough to where we're gonna definitely go over this video here. And I know if y'all seen it. It's about a young fella, I guess, going to the prom and well, Well, let's just watch it and we're gonna have a discussion about it. Y'all gonna go in the comments and tell me what y'all think. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. And don't forget to hit that shop button below and also go to marlonmorale.com for all our great products. Let's hit it.
My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
Don't mess up that makeup, grabber. You made it. I can you draw wait, still. Let's let him fall on the floor. Let him fall. Let him fall on the floor. Oh, poor baby. Look up. Oh. Oh, no. No, his pops was gonna be there. He's crying. This is monumental. I know. Oh. All right, come on. I need pictures. Excuse me. I love the candidness. Let him know. Let him go. Okay. The emotion.
My husband surprised.
All right. Like I said, we've all seen a video, but let's read the caption of what the mother had to say first. And then, like I say, we'll get into it. She said, "What is this? Big Talk Diamond is her name." And she said, "So let me explain this video first. My son has had a rocky relationship with his pops growing up because his pops is Muslim and does not condone his lifestyle. So wearing makeup, feminine hairstyles, nails, and all that has always been a problem. So on this day, he thought that his pops would not even come outside to see him leave for prom because he has never saw him off at any of his dances in the past. Well, his pop said, I'm taking my son to prom as his chauffeur and I'm going to match his outfit. So Romello was so surprised to see him get out of the truck. But when he saw how he was dressed, it matched what he was wearing. He cried like a baby. And it was a very, very beautiful moment for him, my husband, and the whole family. To have a supportive dad when you are in this lifestyle is rare and meant everything in the world for my son. Shout out to my husband. Love you. Tuxedo dress by, oh, okay. Okay, so I said my tuxedo dress. All right, so okay, my take on this. Well, number one, the mother put out a video after the fact saying that one, this is actually not his biological son. And people might say, what does that matter? He's raised the boy since the boy was 3, so that's his son, that's his dad. Okay, I get you. But I understand what y'all are saying. But here's the thing. No matter what anybody, woman, has to say about that, there's always going to be a connection missing between people who are not related by blood. Always, especially if you somebody grew up in the same house. Yes, there can be love and understanding going to be there to support, but there's always going to be an element missing. It just is. That's just the way it is. I mean, and the reason why I said women, because trust me, if a woman marries a man and she has kids, like this dude here, I guarantee, well, I ain't gonna guarantee, but I'm gonna say the majority of the times she is going to come to the defense of this this last here, um, because that's her boy. Because she had him. She gonna say, I carried him for 9 months and I raised him for 3 years before you was there, and I've been there, I'm his mom. And so she's gonna most likely condone anything that this boy do, no matter what the husband say, or no matter what the live-in boyfriend or whatever says. That's what she's gonna do. Uh, that's where the problem's gonna start. That's where the problem's gonna start. I'm willing to bet that's what happens in this house. Now he may, because if he doesn't condone it, really, he could like, well, he could punish the boy if it's his house, or he could just say, hey, this relationship is over with because either he goes or I go. I mean, you can go to extremes to certain extents to prove your point as a man. And as a man, I think you should. I don't believe this is condoning. His wife says, or the mother says, that the father didn't condone the behavior. Well, to a point he did. To a point he did, because if you allow this stuff into your house, that's a problem. But then some people might say, well, hey, if he don't do it at home, he's gonna do it somewhere else. That sounds like a personal problem. But to allow this type of stuff inside of your house, I can't rock with it. What she said? She said she thought, what I'm saying, this last thought, didn't think that he would come out. Which is, I mean, hey, I can understand it. I wouldn't have came out either. Not like this. Say the husband or dad or what have you is a Muslim. That's even harder to believe, because if he was a Muslim, he shows. This is why this is the problem with, I feel, when you have people of different religions marrying each other, and they are allowed to practice their separate religions. You can't do it. And people want to say, hey, if people in love, they should be able to be together. Some things you just can't mix. It doesn't matter how much it works on the surface or how much it works sometimes. Some things you just can't mix. And religion is the big thing. Hey, religion is like the cornerstone of a lot of people's lives. So he's a Muslim. What is the wife? I guess she's a Christian. That makes you Christians look even worse. But if he's a Muslim and she's a Christian, y'all got married. I remember I had a homeboy who introduced me to the Hebrew Israelites beliefs and everything. Went to his parents' house one time, and he told me like his stepdad was the person that introduced him to being a Hebrew Israelite, and his mom was a Christian. And he said it took a while for his mom to actually, what I'm saying, to actually follow that path. But eventually, she became a Hebrew Israelite. It's going to cause conflict. There has to be conflict in that house on a daily basis. On a daily basis, just based on religious beliefs alone. I mean, think about it. You have people that have conflicts every day just about how to raise a child, that are biologically theirs or who ain't biologically theirs. That's just, it happens. So anyway, with that being said, you know what I want to do? I want to go back, watch this video one more time, and kind of see if we can't critique it a little bit, and then we'll get deep off into the conversation. All right, let's hit it.
My husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
First of all, okay, this is lifestyle. No lifestyle. Can you condone it? No. As a father, as a man in the house, no, you can't condone it. I would like to see like how that house is ran, because I do not. No, if he, like I said, the dad condones it. I don't care what you say. He condones it if he allows it in his house. Period. Um, This dress, the mother also said that this outfit was, what do you call it? Inspired by Billy Porter. So that should tell you everything you need to know about this outfit.
Prom.
Now, what you see is it's supposed to be with the family, right? You see, besides the dad who's walking up there, you see nothing but women. So you know he's heavily influenced by the females in his family. This is just too much. Boy got nails, eyelashes, hair. I'm just gonna say this. Okay, so we're not gonna watch the whole thing. Let's just get into it. A lot of people in the comments said that that dad was hurt, truly hurt. The mom tried to say he's not hurt. He was like, he just wanted to cry. He was trying to hold back tears. Well, see this? Look at this. You ain't got your clothes right. Where your belt at? Can't walk out of my house no belt. But you know what? Let's get past her. There we go. You trying to say he was holding back tears? That man wasn't holding back tears of joy. That man was probably holding back tears of anger. Somehow, his wife convinced him, and probably hell, probably his sister, her sister, whoever, probably somehow talked him into doing this. Now she said that he came to her and said he was going to chaperone. Now people got it confused. They said that he was going to the prom with his son. Like she said, taking him to the prom. It's not that he she should have said chaperone, because that's what he said he was going to do. He's going to chaperone. He's going to be a chauffeur. I mean, I'm sorry, chauffeur, like drive the boy to the prom. Well, here's the number one thing: if he wasn't going to drive him, who's going to drive him? The mom, probably not, because they looking like they're about to get ready to have some mimosas and drink and have a girls' night out in the garage or in the living room or whatever. He said he's going to chaperone his son to the prom. If he wasn't going to do it, who was going to do it? Was the son going to drive himself to the prom? No way, no way, no how in hell do you let a teenager, do you rent a teenager a luxury car like that and let them drive anywhere? I know two people who did that. I know two people who rented cars for their sons, and when they brought the car back, there was some damage to the car both times. You just don't do that. That's number one. And that's number one. That's number one through 10. So I don't think he was hurt. Uh, I don't think he was hurt because he was, I don't think he was like happy. I do think he was upset. I know he was uncomfortable. I can tell he didn't want to do that. This dude, but when you look at like other posts, he doesn't really talk much. If you want to go by a person's face, like really, if the mom or anybody else really want to go by how this man's demeanor, then you have to look at all the few posts that he's in on her page. This guy looks like he is not too happy, which ain't a bad thing for a man, because usually men, we ain't too happy. We don't happiness is not number one on our radar, on our to-do list. Our number one on our to-do list is making sure everything is taken care of. That's what we strive for first and foremost. Everything else is just a blessing or icing on the cake. So, but no, he looks like a guy who doesn't talk much. He don't look happy. He don't even look comfortable. He don't even look content. He looked like, man, this is like, God, this household is so, this family is so dysfunctional. How did I put myself into this? Well, you did it because, you wanted your son, and then y'all liked each other and everything. Y'all ended up getting married. Who knows? Maybe she got pregnant. Y'all got married. Who knows? Maybe he felt he should have done something different. Uh, yeah, probably. Oh yeah. Then like I said, you got all women in the picture. He probably didn't think that there was going to be a bunch of cameras there, and that probably threw him off too. So again, so do you or do you not condone this behavior? I'll tell you no, and I can get into religious beliefs. But then the first thing, but people will say, well, y'all acting like you're perfect. You acting like you haven't sinned, or you acting like you don't love a sinner. What they say, hate the sin, not the sinner, or separate the sin from the person. Okay, I can understand you love the person and hating the sin. I get that, but you can't separate the two because they are one and the same. And this is what I mean. If I'm a person that likes to drive 100 miles an hour down the highway, knowing it's not the speed limit, swerving, curving, blowing a horn, road raging at any moment, breaking the law pretty much, and putting everybody else's life, including my own, in danger every time I leave the house, every time I jump in my car, that's who I am. I am a person who acts like I bought the highway, it belongs to me, and nobody else should be on there. That is who I am. I am a reckless driver. I am a person, not me. I don't do road rage. I'm like, I mean, I do. I may drive speed of traffic, but when I see people doing some silly stuff or acting up, I try to get out the way. Y'all go ahead, because my black tail trying to make it home. If you know somebody who does drugs, if you know somebody who's an alcoholic, if you know alcohol to get drunk, because being drunk is a sin. If you know somebody who likes to steal, know somebody who likes to just fight for no reason, cause harm on people, bodily harm to people. If you know somebody likes to step out, with the ladies, multiple ladies at the same time, or multiple guys. What else? You know somebody who likes to, somebody who promotes debauchery in the community, destruction of the community. But you know somebody who committed crimes or in prison. If you know these people and you still, let's say, welcome into your house, talk to them on a daily basis, act like they've done nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying? And they haven't sought forgiveness or anything like that, then you know what I'm saying, then you are condoning. The thing about, I heard somebody bring up the he who is without sin cast the first stone, when the Messiah was talking to the Pharisees or these people, and they wanted to stone this woman because she supposedly was caught committing adultery or fornication. Was it fornication? Or I think she was with a married man, but they wanted to stone her. They wanted to stone the dude. And the Messiah said, whoever ain't got no sin, cast the first stone. And nobody threw the stone. And people like to use that anytime they do something wrong. And yeah, anytime they do something wrong, they want to use that to justify why they could do what they want to, because Jesus says okay. The Messiah didn't say it was okay. What he did, what he was saying is, I said, because he said that one, and he was talking about forgiveness. Yes, she committed that. Now he was saying basically, if you read the story, what you have to get out of that is this woman most likely, and y'all can say, well, that's not in the Bible, so how you gonna bring it up? Okay, most likely this woman asked for forgiveness, pleading for her life. If she's asking for forgiveness and pleading for her life, especially like with adultery, then all you can do, what you should do, is give her the benefit of the doubt, right? Give her the benefit of the doubt and let her go. You know what I'm saying? Take her forgiveness, accept it. She understand what she did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And let her move on. And because he turned around and told her, once he told him what he told them, once the Messiah told him, the men, you know what I'm saying, once he told him what he told him, he turned around and told the woman, now go and sin no more. Why would he say that? He said that because if I done gave you this grace and said, okay, this is your past, now you don't turn over a new leaf, go and sin no more. If they catch you again, sorry, I ain't got nothing for you. That's the way I take it. because don't ask for forgiveness and then go back and continue to live the same way you've been living because your forgiveness is like null and void. You didn't mean it. You trying to avoid punishment. And you did a good job that first time. But after that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to deal with the punishment. That's why you got people that go to court and they'll get probation and deferred adjudication. But if you go out here and do it again, that's what that's based on. And you go out here and do it again, now I'm gonna have to bring you in, and now you're gonna have to suffer the consequences. That's what that's based on, right? And you know what? Side note: the word sin. I think it's. I think if you define it in the way it's supposed to be, I think you will understand it. You will understand it better, because sin, the definition of sin in like the original languages and most of the original languages, or I guess you want to call foreign or Eastern languages, just mean it's just the definition of sin is even in Spanish, it means without, and that's simple as that. So when you look at it that way, it makes to me it makes a lot of sense. It breaks it down real simple because it's like you either with the Most High or you are without the Most High. Not like you are with Him, like you rolling with Him. No, it means you are with that you have the Most High in you, or you don't have the Most High in you. So when you do things that is against His laws, then you are you. I mean, that's called sin against the Most High because you don't have Him, and you don't have Him in that aspect. So when I look at that, I think like this, that when you do something that He does not condone or that has not, some made a rule about, He's not there. Don't care how you said, you can call this grace. Like I say, grace, the thing for grace is your past sins, your past times that you were without the Most High. And now you've been forgiven for that. Now, from now on, you're going to always have them, no matter what you do. But if you continue to do things without the Most High involved, and you know what you do that's where He's not involved, then saying, you're going against the laws, rules, and regulations. You gotta get judged by the law. Grace is no longer part of your life. But I just went off on a. I mean, I can do that. I can talk about that for days on end. But hey, but back to the story, man. Nah, I can't condone it. Can't allow it in your house. If you're the man of the house, you be an example. And when the mother said that he never saw him off at any of it, like where his other siblings at? But say he never saw him off to any other of his dances. I wonder, did he see him off to anything? That's what I don't know. Did he like do anything? Go to any kind of school events? Uh, Acknowledge him outside the house? Did he acknowledge him in the house for the most part? Because it says it's been a rocky relationship, so which means they probably don't talk much, if at all, in the house. Definitely not outside the house because he don't condone that behavior. I'm sure he done chastised him, got on him about his behavior, and they go back and forth. That boy there needs some counseling, some serious counseling, because what he's going through is confusion. Now he can say, "Hey, as long as you in this house, this is not gonna happen. I don't care what you say. I don't care what your mama say. Anybody that disagrees with it, you can roll, and you leave it at that. Or hey, if you want help, I can roll, but we ain't gonna be together no more because I can't condone this, and it's not gonna be around my children, my actual children. This will not be. No, I will not condone this. They will not see this because this is not right. This is not the ways of Allah." So no, he can't. He shouldn't condone this. I wouldn't. Like say now, if you want to do this now, when you grown and got your own place, you do what you want to in your house. But in the house where I pay bills, the house where I lay my head, the house where I am king of, I set the rules. I set the regulations over everybody. And this is And this is how it has to go. Now, this brings me to one more little point, and then I'm out of here. I remember I was working with this young lady one time, and I was walking by her. I guess she was talking to a patient or maybe another coworker. I don't know. But I came in on the end of the conversation, I guess, I walked by the end of the conversation, and she gonna say, "That's why I gotta help me." And I had to stop. And I said, "Say it again." And she said, "That's why I gotta help me." I'm like, "Who's your help me?" And she was said, "My husband." I said, "Oh." I said, "Man, I'm out of here. I can't." I said, I can't stand right here and listen to that blasphemy, man." And I walked off. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that a husband is a wife's helpmeet. Women too often want to be equal and or greater than the man, the husband. They do not want to be in the position that Bible, that them scriptures have put them in, and they can't stand it. But the way I feel is, you ain't mad at me, you mad at the Most High, because He's the one who wrote it. He's the one who wrote it. So take it up with Him if you don't like it. But other than that, dude, man, hey, if you are Muslim and you don't condone this behavior, man, you gotta let it be known 24/7 at all times. Let everybody know they'll respect you for it. They may not like you for it, but they'll respect you for it in the long run. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you nothing but maybe a couple minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here. If you'd like to support us financially, you can always get a super thanks, super chat, super stickers. And there are a couple of links in the description box that you can click on to help support us that way. But if you would like something tangible for your money, and a lot of people do, hit that shop button below or go to marlonmorale.com and check out all our products. I know you will love. We got fragrances, silk products, handbags, beard products, and much, much more. Check it out. And with that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.